Alrighty, guys. Sorry, I got hot and put my hair up. So we are on to chapter 6, and Jholee Senior, he goes to make arrangements for the bill because Jholee has a checkup appointment. Come to find out, bill's been paid in full. They ain't gotta worry about it. But he goes. No, what am I saying? Oh, he now thinks that she's been messing with a married man and that the wife did this to her. Once again, is it Lo? Yeah, it's Lonetta. They're Lonetta and Senior, they are having a conversation about his cheating because she cannot let go. You know, like, you cheated on me with a woman who was quote unquote your first love, and you made a son. It's like, and that's kind of the thing she's always wanted to give him, was a son. So it's just like, she gave you the one thing that I couldn't. That's your first love. It's just like, why did you marry me? Did you really only marry me because I had your kids, or that you knew that I wouldn't leave? Because Lonetta has a like obscure view of marriage, and it's like when she told him, like, when I get married, that's it, ain't no divorce, because her parents got divorced and it was like a terrible relationship. So she told him, like, when I get married, this is it. So it's just like, of course, they got married, and now that he's cheated, she didn't leave. So it's just like, you knew I was gonna stick this out with you, and you played on my emotions. And so she tells him, you know, when Jayla turns 18, I think I'm out. I will be getting that divorce. But it's just like, she don't want her kids to go through the parents getting a divorce while they were younger. It's like, when they're older and they turn 18, they'll understand, they'll be out on their own. So it's over. You know what I mean? And Jholee, once again, she's in her room, which is the garage, and the walls are thick. So she hears everything. But Major is there, like, to see her and check on her. So he also hears this. And where are we? But Major, because they were also talking about Jholee. So now he's thinking that she's messing with somebody else, and like maybe he's too late. So he asks her to make their relationship real. It's just like, you know, why you keep playing? Let's go ahead and do this. And so she agrees. So now they're like in couple or whatever, because they're not really doing nothing. It's just like, she agrees to be with him, but it not for nothing, you know what I mean? So she agrees, but then like TK messages her and tells her, because at first he didn't know who Jholee was messing with, but in talking to Riley, like, Riley reveals that it's Major. So when he texts her, he tells her, tell Major to come get his car and move it before I move it for him. So, you know, she actually sends Major on about his way and gets in the car with TK. And he promises to stop messing with Riley. You know, but the sad part is, Major is also messing with Riley and Cheyenne. So it's just a big circle going on around here. It's like TK and Major got the same women. They mess around with the same women, unbeknownst to, well, at least TK, because Major know about him and Cheyenne. Anyway, so on to chapter 7. After 2 weeks, Jholee is back in class, which is so good. You know, thank God she made it though. She tells Octavia like all about what happened, and I'm laughing at my own notes because I said Octavia is the type of friend that is heaven sent, and Riley is the friend you pray to never have, because Riley is jealous of Jholee. Like, she was kind of happy that this happened to her and she got knocked down off her high horse a little bit. And she was happy when Jholee and her family like fell on hard times and like she lost all of the stuff that she did have. And so she's kind of hoping to worm her way into being TK's first lady so she can like spend his money and stunt on Jholee. So it's just like, she don't even really want to be with TK. She kind of just wants the money in order to show up her best friend. And it's like, this is your friend. Why would you want to show up your best friend? That makes no sense whatsoever. That's what I don't have friends. I ain't got no man. I ain't got none of these problems that people seem to be going through. It's just so sad. Jholee has been DMing with a guy from Dubai by the name of Fahad, I want to say, in hopes of selling her virginity. So he says yes, but then he tells her he has to switch to a dummy account for some reason. And that account name is JISAF. Hold on to that because that's important later. What is it? Xaviera and Jholee, they make a plan to double date. It's just them talking, and Xaviera tells her, you know, like, don't tell Riley. Just let that be us. It's just gonna be us. So anyway, Riley is giving Jholee a ride to the dance studio, and she tells her. So Riley invites herself and TK. So now it's a triple date instead of a double date. And Riley has been texting him, you know, wanting to talk to him, but he ain't been responding. But when she texts him about going on this date with everybody and letting him know that Jholee will be there, she gets an immediate response with him saying, you know, yeah. Because after she went to talk to him in his car, like, it didn't end good. You know what I mean? So when they get there, Major, like, has to leave immediately. It got something to do with work. He can't stay. And then it was Cheyenne. Well, he tells her that it was work. It was actually Cheyenne, like, threatened to expose him if he didn't come have sex with her, like, right away. And so him being nervous, he actually goes. But I would have called her bluff. I'm like, you sleeping with me and you supposed to be going with my boss. So even if you do expose me, you exposing yourself in the end. So go ahead. And you know, like, they bought their tickets. This happened before he had to leave, because it's like Major brought him and Jholee's tickets. Octavia's boyfriend, whose name is Marcus, like, he bought their tickets, and TK only bought his ticket. So Riley had to go back and buy her own ticket, because she asked him, she was like, TK, you ain't buy my ticket. You know I ain't buy your ticket. You know I didn't. And so even because they bought their tickets, but they still went, like, going up the theater trying to find seats where they can sit together. And TK let a man take Riley's seat, so she had to go somewhere else in the theater and find somewhere else to sit. But he was sitting right next to Jholee, you know, so he talking in her ear. And it's just like, it's crazy. So after the movie, they had stopped at a gas station, and Jholee was riding with Octavia and Marcus. But TK pulls into that same gas station and gets her to come with him. So they go back to his house. And they just getting to know each other, whoop-de-whoop, making conversation. He making something to eat. He learns that she's allergic to tomatoes. And I'm only bringing that up because it's important later. So she stayed a night. What was it? Like, while they were riding, right, he was like, she tells him that Riley's been saying, you know, how you love her and all that type of stuff, and you give her head, and he, like, swerves over, like, don't let her lie to you, because that ain't what I do. So, but at the end of the night, he gives Jholee head. So that was just funny, because he's like, I ain't never, like, he was so offended. And Riley sends her text messages the next day, like the next morning, talking about how TK ate her out all night. And it's just like, girl, how sad it, and this is what I don't understand. Like, Jholee, why did you not cut her off? I'm telling too much. But it's like, why did you not cut her off then? Because, like, it's, you know for a fact that she's lying. So it's just like, I wouldn't even entertain her no more. I'm like, you know what? You got it. You definitely got it. Yeah. So then, yeah, I'll cut it off right here and come back with the next one. So I hope to see you guys for the rest of the book. Peace.